Hey guys, I just woke up. So don't mind me. I'm like bedhead stuff. um, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about mirrors and reflections. One thing that I've had to go through quite often since I woke up is people coming to me telling me what is wrong with me and what I need to fix and how I'm broken and how I need to be tamed. The thing is what we need to keep in mind is whatever you are seeing in someone else that you deem needs to be, just let my hair go, just let it go. The thing is whatever you are seeing within someone else that needs to be fixed or healed or worked on, that's exactly what you feel like you need about yourself. And those are things you do need to work on yourself. Everyone that has come at me telling me these things, they have been my reflection. And I am extremely aware of my shit. I know what I need to work on. I know what my truth is. And that's just it too. I've also come into a point where I stand strong in my truth. I've had too many people come to me to try and tell me what I need to do. And I do not let that happen anymore. Excuse me. I take advice when I'm ready for it, when I ask for it. I appreciate when I'm offered advice. At the same time, I will take it and I will act on it when I'm ready for it and when I know that that's what I need. At the same time, every single one of those people have come to me telling me that there's something I need to fix and work on about myself. That's exactly what they need to do with themselves too. And what's really interesting is, I'm trying to think, not one of them, not one of the people that I can think of off the top of my head that have come to me telling me what I need to fix about myself, not one of them has acknowledged that they're my mirror, that I'm their mirror, rather. They've just come to me saying, this is what's wrong with you. This is what you need to do to fix yourself. And then they back away. It either ends up being that there's been a big blow up in some way, where big blow up, as in one person there's one instance where I've been blocked. And that was just really, it was a lot of, in the end, it was miscommunication because I words weird at times and I didn't mean what I said. Like the way I said something, I didn't mean the way I said it. And I never got a chance to properly explain. They just ended up saying, this isn't what friendship is. And they just blocked me and they haven't unblocked me since. I never got a chance to properly explain. That's not exactly what I meant. And I just really came out with my words weird because that's just how I function. And I always have, and now I know it's for good reason. I used to, that used to bother me, but now I actually embrace that about myself. It's because I'm an advanced being and I'm a lot more sensitive. And it's been hard for me to calibrate myself as human because I'm a mix of like almost every being. I'm a huge hybrid. So it's been hard for me to function as human. So I do have one person that's blocked me out. I don't know if she'll ever see this. If she does, I still love you. You're my sister. If you're ready to talk one day, I'm here. But, you know, when I think about it, I look back and not one of those people have acknowledged that I'm their reflection. And I very much acknowledge that they are my reflection. I have said to them and to my team or to my team, I acknowledge this is my reflection. I see it's my ego getting triggered. I know. And that's just it. I get patted on the head and pushed away like I'm a child. I acknowledge that there's a piece of me that wants to be treated that way because it's like, excuse me, having someone older kind of guiding me, telling me what to do, putting me in my place, you know, feeling that need of dependence on someone to do that. So I can see that when that happens, it's my reflection coming at me because I've asked for it. At the same time, I very much am over that. And I'm like, no more, no more, I'm done. So I do the thought and energy work and anything that, and along with a thought and energy work surrounding that subject, because I don't want that anymore. I'm past it. There's a piece of me that still does. So I'm working on letting that go. So I see that it's my reflection. I know. I know a lot about truth. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about truth, and I know a lot about myself. I know what my truth is. I know what the tools are. I know what I need to do. I may have just woken up about 2 years ago, but this has been 2 years of dealing with a lot more than what most humans know that I'm just not able to talk about right now for various reasons. I know people underestimate me and my story and my experiences and my truth and my abilities and who and what I actually am. I know they underestimate me. I know that's me underestimating myself. Again, it's my reflection, but just speaking outside my reflection for a second, I know I'm underestimated. I've been pushed down, beat out, silenced, told off many times. And it's because there's a lot of ego and jealousy toward me. I know it is. Part of it is because of who Eric and I are to each other and the mission we have together and how closely we work together. There's a huge part of that. Excuse me. But it's also because I know I'm very powerful. That's not coming from a place of ego. That is literally just fact. I've literally had people tell me that they're intimidated by me because, like, if you're so much into the self-doubt and self-hatred and the disbelief about yourself in this, like, we can't imagine how strong you are on the other side of it. And now knowing more and more about the pieces of who I am, yeah, I mean, I'm still in disbelief about pieces of who I am, and those are also roles that we're playing, and we're all equal. But just focusing in on me and my story and my journey and the roles I've played, I'm a really powerful being. I'm very powerful, and people, and there's within the illusion, there's people that are trying to keep me beaten down because of it, because their ego and their greed and their jealousy get in the way. And I see that. I see, again, it's my reflection, but I also see what their shit is. I can see it's my shit, but I also know everyone has their shit. Everyone has their shit. Spirit just won't focus in on that. Spirit may acknowledge. The thing is I was told last night, there was a certain situation I went through yesterday. And this is where I feel it's like a bit of a reward for myself because the hard work I've done, not because I've done good or bad, but because I've worked my ass off to get to this point. So I got acknowledged last night when I was talking with a really good friend on voice chat, and I explained to her about a situation that I actually talked about in one of my videos that I filmed yesterday. And I talked to her about a situation that I went through, and through her, Eric, my main guide, Eric Archangel Uriel, said how this person who was, I was in this loop with, where he was lecturing me about things that I already knew and brought up about satanic money and all that. It was questions that he was having for himself, and through me, he got those answers. So he needed to use me as someone that he needed to lecture. And so I fulfilled that role for him. And I was like, hang on a second. Why is Eric doesn't, like, Spirit doesn't focus on other people's shit? What the hell? And then it hit me and I got it confirmed. It's because from the moment I got triggered up until even that conversation, the entire day, anytime that was surfaced, I immediately acknowledged, this is my ego. This is my reflection. I did the energy and thought work. I gave it to Eric. I absolutely sent this person thanks. And I did that all day. I worked my ass off. And because I did the thought and energy work, Eric's like, you know exactly where you're at. And so I was gifted a small piece of, yeah, this dude, he was using you as his reflection for this. And that was it though. But did you notice? Even with that, Eric didn't sit there saying, this dude is broken, this dude needs to be fixed, this, you need to go help him, you need to do this, he's not right. He just gave me a small piece of explanation as to where this guy was at that now and what he got from me for it. Why did Eric focus on that person instead of me? Because I did so much work focusing on me. I acknowledged everything about me when it came to that situation. I didn't deny or resist any of it. I didn't ignore any of it. From the moment I got triggered, I said, this is my ego being triggered because of this. This is my reflection because of this. This is how I feel because of this. I send him so much thanks. I know that you're playing a scenario with me. Thank you. I worked my butt off. I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. It's like I keep saying to you guys, I'm not just talking out my ass. I talk from real experience. And people will see and hear me one day. I'm getting more and more to that place of being neutral, and I'm focusing on those who actually see me and being appreciative of that. It's been difficult because my entire life, the thing is, before I even hit my awakening, my entire life, I've had almost everyone around me just kind of push me down when I go to say something. It's like my voice isn't valid until someone else comes in and backs it up. And then everyone's like, oh, that's a good idea, or that's actually valid, or that's so-and-so. And I was just like, such and such rather. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been saying this entire time. But because it's me saying it, no one gives a fuck. And again, all my reflection, I know that, but it's been difficult. It's been difficult, especially dealing with it within the amnesia and oblivion before waking up. And then it's been even harder in a sense doing it now when I am waking up, because there's been stuff that's happened publicly and with where I'm at now, and I do have more people following me, and excuse me, it's just been a bit of a struggle because I'm new on the scene. There's been a lot of people that all of a sudden pop into my reality and are just like, we're here to fix you. This is what's wrong with you. Or if I open up to somebody about something, very often there's been people where very often, back upwards. Very often there's been times where there's been people that I go and open up to them about something, and right away they're like, yeah, you need to work on this. This is wrong with you. And this is what's, and it's just like, I didn't ask for what's wrong with me and how to fix myself. I'm extremely aware of what I need to work on. And again, that circles back to anyone that you're looking at that needs to be fixed or worked on or tamed or anything like that. That's you. That's what you think about yourself, and that's what you need to work on about yourself. Stop focusing on other people's shit. You focus on your shit. You can absolutely, in your own space, you can absolutely, within your own space, give all the advice and guidance and tips that you want. But unless someone's coming to you saying, I'm looking for advice, you don't need to dwell out advice, give out advice. You can give out your story. You can support. And again, within your own space, you give advice. But you don't call people out. You don't push yourself onto people. You don't tell someone what's wrong with them. You don't tell them that they're broken or that they need to be tamed or that there's something wrong with them that they need to be fixed and healed. If you're in a position where you're doing that, you really need to step back and focus in on yourself and see what it is, and see that everything there that you're talking about is what's about yourself that you need to work on. I don't ever go to somebody looking at them like they need to be fixed. Ever. I don't look at anyone as sick. I don't look at anyone as needing to be fixed, or anyone as broken, or anyone that needs to be tamed. I refuse to do that. I will never do that. And if I see that in somebody, I immediately recognize that that's within myself, and I do the work on myself that I need to do. I know my story, I know my truth, and I'm extremely aware of my shit. And I will not let anyone come and tell me what my truth is ever again. We are all helping walk each other home arm in arm, and I'm open to learning moments, and I'm open to lessons. Obviously, I'm getting them constantly. But I am not going to allow someone to come into my life ever again and tell me what's wrong with me and what needs to be fixed and how I'm broken. And yeah, this is the stuff that you need to work on. I know. And I don't need anyone telling me that. Focus on you and focus on your shit. You heal and ascend yourself, and in doing so, you heal and ascend the collective. It's impossible not to. Talk all you want about whatever you want in your own space, but don't push it onto other people. And the fact that I'm bothered by that, that's shit I need to work on too. That's my reflection coming at me. That's my reflection coming at me. I reckon it's rather words again, words. It's my shit surfacing. I know that, and I can do the work on it. Anything that comes from that, anything that has any tone of judgment or part of the illusion that doesn't feel good, coming from ego, none of it's true. Need to do the thought work. That includes what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, no one's broken. No one needs to be fixed. Focus on you. Focus on your shit. Don't be focusing on other people. If you need to say something within your own space without calling out the person. And if someone comes to you upset about something, ask them, do you want support or do you want advice? And then it's also up to you to control how you feel about how they react to that and if they take your advice or the support or not. You're not here to fix other people. In the sense of fixing yourself, you fix the collective, absolutely. But that's just it. You're here to heal yourself. And then within doing so, you heal the collective. You're not here to sit here and look at everyone else and say, you need to be fixed because this and you need to be fixed because this. No. You focus on yourself. And if someone comes to you asking for advice, great. If someone comes asking for support, great. In the meantime, focus on you. And when someone does come looking to ask for advice and whatnot, remember again, they're your reflection, even at that point. Always remember, no matter what, everything is your reflection. I know my truth. I know what I need. I know I'm very aware. I know what I need to do, rather. I'm very aware of myself. I'm very aware of myself and my shit. Which is why anyone who pays any kind of attention, any kind of proper attention to my stuff, anyone who's really following me and listening to me, actually hearing me, is going to know I'm very open about my shit. I don't hide. And that's just it right there too. It's actually kind of funny that I get lectured, which again, my ego, my reflection, I know, but I get lectured on my shit when I'm one of the few out there that actually air my shit out on public. I don't hide it. Not even on social media. It's very, very clear that I'm very aware of my shit. And it's actually very clear that I work on it because that's all I talk about is working on it. So for anyone who sits there and thinks, feels that they need to lecture me and tell me on what I need to do to fix myself and work on my triggers and my crap, spin that back around and look on yourself because you're focusing on me, not you. That's your shit, not mine. My shit's my shit. Your shit's your shit. And then together at the end, your shit is my shit because we're all one. But that's just that you focus on you, I focus on me. And within doing so, we heal each other. And then if I come to you asking for advice, then I'll happily take it. Excuse me. If you come to me for advice, I'll happily give it. Here, if you come to me for support, happily give it. If I come to you for support, that's what I'm looking for. You don't tell people what they need to do. Excuse me. And if you do offer up advice, especially if it's not asked for, then work on being okay with however the person takes it, whether they take it or not. It's okay. Everyone's exactly where they need to be. Their pace, their path, their journey. And who are we to judge? Energy doesn't judge. So for us to judge, we don't judge. We're not to judge either. So, all right. Anyway, I think that's about it. Remember, mirrors everywhere. Everything is your own reflection. Everything's my own reflection. We're all helping walk each other home arm in arm. Don't look at someone as a victim and don't assume that someone needs to be fixed. Because the moment that's you, the moment you're thinking that, not the moment, that's what you're thinking about yourself. Don't look at yourself or anyone as a victim. Why would you want to look at yourself as a victim? You're powerful. We're all very powerful and we're all equal. And that's just it. We're all equal. Okay? All right. I love you all very much. And as always, have a wonderful now.